Hello, everyone! Welcome to D6, where I your bring together some friends from across the internet to play on a D&D live stream show. I did not make a mistake, I swear.
No, none whatsoever. It's smooth.
Absolutely none. Alright, before we get on into game, I'm gonna do some relatively quick D6 announcements, and then we'll be jumping right into game. First and foremost, if you may have noticed, we are going to be down a Dante or Jade for this week and next week. However, we'll be having a special guest with us on tonight, who is currently standing by silently waiting. And with that, we'll be also doing some rearrangement over in-house for a bit as we figure out what our schedules are going to be like relatively soon. But episodes will continue going on until we announce that we are going to be taking a break, so there is that. The next thing is, if you guys haven't caught up on any of our recent episodes, our VODs go up over on YouTube on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to be able to catch our podcast versions go live on Saturdays at 6 a.m., 9 p.m. Pacific and Eastern Time. And you can find it on iTunes, Google Podcasts, as well as Spotify. So if you guys are interested in checking all that stuff out, head on over to the links down below for our Twitch stream, our VODs, as well as over on our Twitter. There is a link tree that you can access, and it will direct you to these websites. Next up is our wonderful friends over at Gamersups. Yeah. So I've in case you guys may not have remembered last week, I had talked about the wonderful flavor emotional damage. I love emotional damage. I keep drinking emotional damage. It's my favorite thing ever. And if you guys are looking to get some more emotional damage, then by all means go ahead and head on over to gamersubs.gg/Shienpai, and if you use the code Shienpai, you'll get 10% off of your emotional damage. Yeah. I lost myself there. But yeah, and also get yourself some cute-ass waifu cups. This is Shark Girl that I got, that they sent me. I really like cute. It. Yeah, and they're also going to be coming out with some brand new cups. I can't announce what they are just yet, mainly because, one, I prefer to have the product in hand before I show anybody. But yes, they have announced to me that they will be coming out with some brand new designs that I am looking forward to seeing. By the time this episode comes out, the announcements would have already gone through. So there's that. And yeah. All right. Vibe check, everyone. How we all feeling?
I feel like punching someone in the face.
You're about to do that. Well, you're going to punch someone in the face. I'm jumping off a balcony, so I think that's 3 times they've just jumped blindly. 3 or 4.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to start this with a punch in the face.
This is going to be great.
How about you, Connor? Vibe check. How you feeling?
Kill.
All right. And our special guest, who is still remaining silent, how are you feeling?
Squidward! Great!
I was really hoping it's just like still complete silence. Great! All right, so with that being said, let us jump on into tonight's episode of D6. So, where we had last left off. After our adventurers going through a tumultuous time of fighting through a nightmare realm created by Agatha, as well as her sisters, in hopes to try and capture Leodon Farcloud. Having succeeded in claiming Leodon, the party, having left the train, enters what is Nobrick. On this ridge, this town has been assaulted and practically nearly destroyed by the Greater Wallenstein army, known as the Verdiant Guard, led by Legatus Kal-El. However, behind the scenes of it all was being led by none other than Grin Nozdriv. In his efforts to try and find one of the leaders of the five houses of the Thalia Cliffs, also put in the effort to trying and find where Leodon is. The party, after much investigation, rest, as well as learning more about Alois Azure on Citra's end, Dante was caught by Grin Nozdriv and sent to convey a message to the rest of the party, as well as a small platoon to make sure the party made their way back to Grin. Agreeing to this meeting, you all found out that he is currently trying to subdue a lot of the matters here, as well as find where Leodon is, thus prompting him to provide a contracted clemency to all of you. However, conversations go sour as he attempts to kill one of our beloved friends and had thrown him off a balcony, thus prompting everyone to take an immediate action against Grin. So, that being said, I am going to just tell you what is happening. In this instance, as a single frame freezes and begins to resume, Citra and Bora.
Mm-hmm.
Bora, I need you to make me an unarmed strike attack roll. And Citra, I need you to make me a dexterity check.
A dexterity check, okay.
Yep.
That's the top one, not the save, okay.
Yep, not the save.
2.
Okay.
17.
17. Bora, as you jump across the table and leap towards Grin, you see as he just barely sidesteps before kind of just giving you a backhanded smack across the face.
Prick.
Oh. You think I allow filth to touch me? As running behind him is Citra. As Citra, you get towards the balcony, you see now coming up, rising, is our wonderful friend Dagix. As you see what are these almost glyph-like wings, just small sigils that create these massive Aasimar wings, and you see the eyes are now burning purple, and the tattoo that was laying upon his face is just shining like diamonds as it burns through the broad daylight. Next, Dante, I believe, was making a shot towards Grin.
Yes, and also left a message with Salazar to de-charm the knight that's at the other end of this table.
Yeah, and I'll figure out what the spell level is for that. Alright. So that is going to be a 22. As Dante gets up, without having to even pull out the bow and arrows, pulls out one of the small daggers kept in their pouch and throws it as hard as they can towards Grin as it enters the upper clavicle, and he backs away and hits the balcony. Now, Salazar, what level did you cast your Dispel?
It would be at 3rd level.
Okay, then I'm going to need you to roll. Yeah. Because
I believe it's an intelligence check, yes?
The music's
No,
just a
because-
slight tad loud.
Yeah, the music is a bit loud.
Yeah, sorry.
we go.
Volatile reaction has always been loud.
all good.
Because it's basically, it does work like Counterspell, only except it's not a reaction, correct?
Correct.
So, because the spell is at higher level than Dispel.
I need to make a spellcasting ability check. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. Yep. That'll be about it. So,
Alright.
make a check.
Intelligence check, here it comes. That probably won't do it. That's a 7.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, no. As
That
you
sucks.
try and cast Dispel Magic onto Kal-El, you can see as it almost rings around the armor and tries to enter, and you can see just barely under where the slightly greenish bluish eyes that kind of poke through the darkness remain undeterred as they get up and they begin to try and perform their duties. And in this instance, it is now Azure's and as well as Dagix's turn. Dagix will be actually making a contest against Grin as he is up against the balcony.
Ah.
All right. As Grin hits the back of the balcony from the knife and is currently bleeding, you see his Dagix with 2 of the psychic blades come up and over and drag it further into his clavicle, and with a contest of strength, pulls him over the balcony and lets him fall to his death.
Oof.
And with that, in this instance where Alois goes to try and take a shot towards Grin, we'll turn it towards the ArcKnight himself. As he does, he's going to use one of his trick shots. If he lands the hit, of course. To which he does. As the gun goes from here over to the side of the table, a single shot towards the metallic adamantine head as it... You hear a large ring, and it throws him back 5 feet further into the room. And he gets up, and as he looks towards all of you, all right, everyone start making your way out and start heading towards the swamp now. In the meantime, Dante and Dagix with me. We'll be handling this situation in the meantime. Any problem with this?
No?
You're the boss.
As long as I get my hands on that guy.
He's... Oh, no. Teacher's gonna look back over the edge. Is he really dead?
Wait.
Dante made that deal. Oh, no.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Wait, he's dead? Fuck! I can't even get my turns.
12?
As you look over the balcony, you take note that where Grin had fallen was on some steps, making its way up to the manor. You can see as the body lays motionless, and there is what seemingly is a procession of a pool of blood beginning to exit out of the body.
Yep, he's dead.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Dante made a deal with the Void to kill him instead, and he didn't. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
But we gotta move.
Yep. And thus, I need you all to start making me I need Citra, I need Salazar, and I need Bura. I need you all to make me dexterity checks as you guys will be scrambling out of this building very quickly.
12.
All right. Checks, not saves.
Oh.
Oh, that ain't good.
That's really not good either.
Well, I can do this instead. Hold on, I can add 2d4s to it. Of course. So...
13?
yeah.
Alright, and Salazar?
17.
Okay. So, even against with Citra, Bura, you are slightly behind your other two allies as you all begin to move quickly through this building. You are jumping down steps, you're running away from guards, and you are trying to avoid confrontation at this moment. As per the order in which you are to make your way to the Rythro Swamps. You guys got lucky. Natural 2. In efforts of trying to avoid your way down these steps, which I will swap out that map just real quick. As you finally make it down to the bottom, at the back of this manor, and start heading towards the east. In doing so, you all begin to hear whistles and alerts as they are calling towards the manor. In that effort, I need you all to make me a stealth check.
That is a natty 1. Doesn't matter what I do with that one.
19.
19, okay. And Salazar?
Stealth check.
Yep.
8.
Amazingly, the man who has spent plenty of his time hiding away, escaping his past life, manages to, in many efforts, try and get you guys around what are multiple guards and watches. However, as you begin to reach towards the end, the exit, you begin to hear the cause in large squawking as a group of guards, as well as what looks like to be another ArcKnight, standing above and currently messing with what looks like to be this birdish-looking man. Dry, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. So, I'm just saying he's sort of there, looking a little bit disheveled. He's just looking back and forth, constantly looking over his shoulder, walking forward, stopping for a moment, and then just not moving, looking down at his little, looking inside his, like, pockets, and just not knowing where to go from here. He's like, okay. What to do now? I don't really know. Okay, this is not how I imagine things to go.
You're currently being harassed by with what looks like to be an ArcKnight and several guards, as they're kind of just like like prodding you, asking a million questions, and stressing you out.
Yeah, as they continue on with the onslaught of questions, you just see my character go. I don't know what you're talking. Too many questions. I just one at a time, please.
We want to know where the head of the household is. And as one of the guards goes down to reach you, this small group of individuals, as they run up. Oh, Christmas. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
What is it?
Technical issues.
There we go. My cable fell out, and I am going to here. And I am going to have everyone go ahead and start rolling me some initiative checks.
Pokey day.
Oh.
This poor bird.
All right.
Well.
And
A dirty 20.
Overall.
Damn.
yeah. Oh my God, low here.
I mean,
I'm telling y'all, rogues, man.
I was not expecting him to actually get that high.
surprise. I mean, I just rolled in at 1, so might as well.
Alrighty. Oh, my pen.
Oh, 18.
Nice.
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 Alrighty. So. Let's see. Alright, so we got. And then. This one's going to be Citra. And then. Bura is at an 11. And then Salazar is at an 18. This is 4. Cards, and then this one is our. Alrighty. So, that being said, we have our initiatives rolled out. Top of the round. Low here, as you are being stood down or looked down upon this rather massive looking individual. As he goes down to grab you, you have the first action.
So, am I able to have him disengage that sort of grab if he's going for it?
He would have attempted if it was his turn at this moment, but you can disengage as a bonus action if you want. Given your class, of course.
Yeah. You know what? Instead of that, I'm going to have Lohir take a step back. Because he's just like, no, he's like, I don't really want to do anything. Honestly, I just want to go about my day, please.
Alrighty.
And he's going to. He's not going to grab his weapon, but he's definitely going to have his hand close to it. But he's like, I'm sorry, my good sir. I really don't want to do anything rash, but can you please just stop asking so many questions and just go away, please?
As you do, as your hand hovers over your weapons, you hear the slight whispers, do it, kill him.
I can't, not again, please don't, no, please, no, I don't want to do this. And
All right.
Unfortunately, he will probably grab his weapon at that point if that happens.
Alright.
All right, he's readying himself, but he's not gonna attack. So that's my turn.
Alrighty. So, Low here is going to hold their action. Alright, next up, Citra.
Oh boy.
And Salazar, you're on deck.
So to her, it just looks like an innocent again up against an ArcKnight, and remembering how hard these guys hit last time when we first introduced everybody, can she get in between the two of them?
Sure.
She's gonna do that, and she's gonna pull a very, she's gonna pull something she probably shouldn't, but she's hoping it'll work. She's gonna, bonus action her wings to blind him. And then, in the meantime...
With that, also Low here is going to get caught up in that too.
Yeah, well, if we can disengage and I can drag him away. But I don't know if it's a free action to tell him to cover his eyes. Can I? Just
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you could tell anybody while it's your turn.
yeah. So she, just as she's about to do it, she'd tell you, Lohir, cover your eyes, and then she's gonna wings and crown, and
right.
hopefully blind him.
Covering eyes. And just puts his bird hands up.
Alrighty. So that's going to be a 19 towards your DC for that.
Unfortunately, it's gonna beat it.
All right.
But that's a thing. She's gonna then strike him.
Okay.
Oy. 16?
16? Unfortunately, no. As you take the Traveler, as you hit the side of the armor, it just goes boom.
Yeah. Alright, well.
I see. Insurrectionists! As grabbing the large blade and pulling it off the back now. Alright. Is that everything for Citra?
Yeah, I can only do that.
Alright, Salazar, you are up, and the,
Salazar's eyes will narrow, and he'll just stroke his chin, watching Citra. Interesting. He'll call out. He'll straighten himself. He'll call out to the ArcKnight. Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Does tell your men to stand down and let us through. I cast suggestion.
Alright. What's your spell save DC?
Wisdom saving throw DC 16.
16? Alright. As the magic leaves and it goes towards this person, you can tell that there is something different about this ArcKnight, as all ArcKnights have certain properties that allow them to be what they are. As it begins to ring around the head, and you can see as the magic begins to enter, you can see as the head shakes a bit. No quarter for the enemy. Men, kill them!
I had to do this the hard way. I snap my fingers.
Did he say kill?
I snap my fingers, and both of my skeletons will rush him.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Got something special for
Spooky,
these.
scary skeleton.
Skeletons.
Yep.
God. Send shivers down your spine.
Where did...
I'm going to have them positioned side by side on him, so that way they can also get flanking.
Ooh.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to add your skellies.
That is all right. Skeleton man, skeleton
Yeah.
man.
As side by side they go gling, 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 as they go up and they just go.
And both,
Not a sound comes out because they have no throat meat.
and both of them are going to make short sword attacks against it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me some short sword attacks.
All right, let's see here. Because I am a necromancer, they do have certain bonuses.
Oh, hell yeah.
My undead thralls can add my proficiency bonus to their attacks.
Yeah, that's right.
They also gain 8 additional HP, so this first skeleton here is going to roll an attack on Mr. ArcKnight. It'll be... Oh, this is going to be good.
With a +2.
Oh, well, that's a natural 1, but...
Oh.
As the first one with the sword in hand goes clink, like weakly across the armor, clink, on the flat side of the blade too.
Plank.
Yeah, clank.
Try again. That's another natural
Oh my
one.
god!
Damn. Oh my god.
How?
Thanks, game.
Why?
How?
Reset your page. I smell bullshit.
Like, people can't see our rolls, but we do it on D&D Beyond. It's just 2 1s.
That's 3 natural ones already, and this game's only been going for 10 minutes.
Oh
Thanks,
my
game.
god. All right, so much like the other one, it's just clank on the flat side of the blade against the armor.
Salazar's mouth just flattens. He goes,
Can never get good help around here.
so hard to find good help.
Yeah, we all have one.
That'll be my turn.
All right, it is now the ArcKnight's turn. It's like, as he looks towards these 2 skeletons, filthy necromancy. Should have known insurrectionists would play with such dark magic. As he's going to attack both of your skeletons, 1 each.
All right.
So the first one, let's see, that one's going to be a 16 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
All right, and then the second one, that's going to be a 27. So
Yeah, that'll
I
hit.
know that will hit. Alrighty, so that gives me. All right. So that's going to be 13 points of slashing damage on the first one.
Ooh, it's still up.
Okay, and then it is going to be 9 points of slashing damage on the second one.
All right, let me get a couple of HP counters up.
All right. Okay. All right. And curiously, as they kind of like detach certain bones for a second and then click back on, still holding up, and as the heaviest one comes, it just like locks in with some of the bones, and this thing's like trying to like hold its magic together. And as he pulls back, some chunks of bone come out, and he's looking slightly confused that didn't just naturally kill them, and gets massively angry at this endeavor. But that is going to be the end of the ArcKnight's turn. Bora, you're up, and
All right.
yeah.
All right. Let me. Okay. So I want to attack one of the knights that's to the right of Citra, but I want to try to flank him as well.
You can't flank them without one of us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So you could get
no,
you could get one of the guards.
No, the guard's next to the
Oh.
the group. Sorry.
Oh.
The one directly behind him?
Y'all got the position down.
2, 3, 4, 6. I can get you right there as far as your movement will take you.
I won't be able to flank him. All right. Okay. I want to try something fancy first. I'm going to try kicking and then slashing. So I'm going to do one unarmed strike and then regular long sword slash.
Alrighty.
Fuck!
Oh.
Yeah, so the unarmed strike, as you try and put your foot against the metal, it just goes boom, and it's
Is
strong
that another
footing.
natural one?
Yeah, it's a natural one.
Jeez!
4. That's 3
Everyone
in a fucking
brief.
row. What is
That's
going
4.
on?
That's 4
Hang
in
on.
a row.
Let me
That's
just
4.
try something. Let me just try something.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. No,
Oh.
it's just fucking with us.
Let
Here,
me see.
I'll give you this. This is the lucky one.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So
By the way,
fucked-
this is my Mighty 9 dice that Hirano got me earlier.
Nice.
all right. So
Yeah.
that fucked up. All right.
Yep. So, long sword attack.
19.
That will
That's
hit.
a last.
That will
There
hit.
you go.
Yeah.
That's the last time I'm gonna kick a guard wearing armor. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then do a return slash.
Yeah, as foot to armor, down, and then sword overhead. All right, so give me some damage.
All right. 7.
Alrighty, 7. All right. Alrighty, as you hit this guard as hard as you can actually hear a slight wince of pain from that as just filthy half-breed.
How does no?
Call me half-breed again, and I'm gonna shove my foot up your ass.
Alrighty, and with that,
and my turn.
alrighty, it is now the guard's turn. They are a mob, so all their hit points are collectively together. And let's see, gonna have 2 go over to you. This one's gonna go to this skeleton. This one's gonna go to this skeleton. And this one's gonna go up to Citra, as she is the weirdest one in this party.
Out of everything, she is the weirdest one.
Alrighty, so let's make some attack rolls. See, alright, so first one, they're all got short swords. So these are all single attacks. So this one, the first 2 are going to go towards you, Salazar. First one's going to be an unnatural 20.
That hits.
Second one is going to be a 13.
That hits.
All right. And so 6 and 2. So you're going to be taking 8 points of slashing damage in total for your hits. All right. Next up are going to be your 2 skeletons, Skelly Boys. The first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And the other one is going to be a 7 to hit.
That misses.
All right, so Skelly Boy is taking 5 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And then the last attack is going to be onto Citra.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be an 11 to hit.
Misses.
Alrighty. As all the guards begin to run up and start trying to make assaults, Salazar, you're getting batted left to right. One of your Skelly Boys puts up a sword and manages to block one of the attacks. The other one gets hit across the clavicle once again, and then Citra, as one of the swords comes down, you manage to just pull the staff just over the shoulder before it meets towards your neck. All right, and that is going to be for the guards. It is now top of the round. Low here, you are up. Citra, you are on deck.
Okay, so, question. The one that's behind Lohir, that's attacking Salazar, is it paying attention to Lohir?
No, it is not.
Okay, I want Lohir to... Is he able to do a sneak attack on that one if it's not paying attention or has its sights on him?
As long as they are engaged with somebody else, you can do sneak attack. Because I believe
I would like to do...
That was the adjusted rule since Tasha's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to do a sneak attack on the one that's right in front of Salazar, and that's diagonal to Lohir.
All right.
Yep.
You right there. As you grab your knives, you hear the words, "Do it. Finally. Blood. Finally."
What?
And like Lohir is just saying like, "God, Alto, can you please shut up? I'm trying to do the thing." And as he's like, "Don't ask questions. I'm so sorry." And he like goes for a sneak attack on the guard.
All right.
And?
So make me some attack rolls, and then we'll roll out what the sneak attack will be.
So attack roll 1.
Well, yep.
Then it's a 9.
Alrighty. As you try and go, "Yeah!" you manage to just hit the entire Curiouser across the armor bits, completely giving you away. As then you pull back the knives as the armor turns and looks down towards you.
Well, so
Filthy
in the first attack,
foul.
so the first blade didn't work. With the second, with his 2-weapon fighting, can he do his second attack, or at least attempt to?
I think that
Or
takes
no.
that would end up taking
Bonus
your
action.
bonus action.
If you have a light weapon.
Yep. And since
He has a dagger.
daggers are light
That's a light
weapons.
weapon.
Yep. So
Okay,
so
well,
it's going to eat up your bonus action.
I will have it eat my bonus action, so let's see what happens. 17.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
that'll do it. So as you go, ha, ha, ah, as you freak out and stab under the armor, it goes right below where the lip of the Curiouser is, and just, oh, motherfucker!
Sorry, also, language, also, sorry!
Oh my goodness.
He does that much damage. He
What
does
the
20.
fuck?
Oh my god. Sneak attack.
Oh, God.
As low
that
here,
23?
like, that's 23.
Jesus.
My God.
You just see Low here freaking, and he's like, knife attack, and he's like stabs, and then he gets a little bit of blood on him. He's like, oh no!
All right.
I
As
didn't
you
think someone
pull
would be
out
more
the
innocent
knife,
than
it's
Citra.
just right under the armor as it sprays out as you hit a carotid artery under there, and he's just like, and he just onto the ground.
Oh great, Alto! What would you make me do? Oh, don't give me that grace. You knew what Alto was doing, and you know I don't like killing people. I'm so sorry. Stop! Why you like this?
All right.
Wait,
Low,
am I next to Citra?
Yeah, you are.
All right, I just like elbow Citra's like, and I just whisper to her, "Is he all right?"
I don't know. And she says this as she does not look away from the ArcKnight. Like, I don't know what's going on behind me, but it sounds awful.
Yeah. Pure madness. Alrighty. And with
And that's
that,
the end.
With that, that's the end of Lohir's turn. Citra, you are up. Salazar, you are on deck.
Oh my god, sweet lord. Okay, she's gonna try again. Good lordy lord. Nope. That's 13.
Nope, unfortunately
But-
not.
I'm gonna go with my key points then instead. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
Alright.
18?
18 will hit just barely.
Alright, this is the first one, so that's the +4, so that's 6, and then that would be another 7 points of damage by, radiant damage, since she's in the other form, and then the last one, this is still Analyzed Creature, and that's not gonna do it. Okay, that's it.
Alright. Yep, just that one hit then.
But she landed one Analyzed Creature, so...
Okay, so I will tell you what that is.
Vulnerabilities, damage resistance, immunities, and condition immunities.
So, the creature himself is human. Nothing special about him. However, there is this slight sense that it's more the armor and the weapon that gives him his abilities, but there's nothing that can tell you anything that is special about him. He has no immunities. He has no vulnerabilities or condition immunities. He's as human as they go.
Okay, that's all she wanted to make sure of.
Yep.
But hey, radiant damage is radiant damage.
Oh yeah, no, it fucking hurt.
Yep.
As you go to bap him, you see as the armor goes boom, and in trying to find some of the weakness, you using pure blunt force trauma as you swing the hardest right hook you have ever done right to the bottom of the chin as it right under it as the helmet comes off and then scatters across towards the back in the forest.
Does that make you happy, Buddha?
As the head comes
That should have been
back.
me! That should have been me!
It should have been me! As the head comes back, you see it is a somewhat human male in his mid-30s, completely shaven bald head, and what looks like to be green pumping veins that go all the way around, and you can see under it are these bluish greenish eyes that just echo with what seems to be interminable magic that just pumps through their veins naturally. This is what makes an ArcKnight an ArcKnight. There are very few of them, and there is a reason why.
Bane? Sorry.
Yep.
I just need him to shout, I'm the Juggernaut bitch now.
I'm the
up on Venom.
Juggernaut, bitch!
That's all I can do. I used my attack and my bonus action.
Alrighty, and with that, it is end of Satra's turn. Salazar, you are up. ArcKnight is on deck.
Man, he really just put himself in between those two, huh?
Well, one is dead.
Yeah, I know.
And you have a squawking, panicked bird freaking out in front of you.
And two apparently still
Yeah.
alive skeletons.
Yeah.
Yep, they're pretty beefy skeletons. All right, so I'm going to press my back up against this door.
Alright.
I'm going to begin unraveling some black leather restraints on his right arm, and he's going to reach out and say, "Thank you for that, you'd better duck!" And he holds his hand out across this thing in front of him, and I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh god. We already felt that one a couple episodes ago.
Both of these guards here and low here need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
Well, keep in mind, this guy's already dead.
Yeah. I'm aiming for the two that are across from him.
This
Lightning
guy
Bolt
and
is
this
a
one?
straight line.
Oh, these two. Okay, that.
Yep, it's a straight line.
All right.
Low here. Oh no.
Okay.
Well,
So
guys,
that's going to
let's
be
see
a
what happens.
13 on the first guy,
Oh
and
no.
a 6 on the second guy.
Both, all
Yeah, that's
three
a-
of you failed.
Anyone else smell
That's
a turkey
a
dinner?
nat 1.
I look at him and I say, "Don't worry, I'm a doctor." And
It's just look. He like snaps his neck at you and goes.
as this bolt of sickly necromantic teal green lightning strikes across the battlefield, everyone that failed is going to take
Oh god.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Where is
What's
it?
even worse is that they're wearing
Where are ya?
armor, so they're very hyper-conductive.
Where's lightning bolt? It's on here. Storm sphere. Oh, hang on.
uh-oh.
There it is. Okay.
Oh boy.
This is only 3rd level, so you're not going to explode. Hopefully.
Feathers.
Thanks.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Okay.
Everyone who failed
Oh.
takes
Oh.
28 lightning damage.
So, first off,
Wait, how much? What was the damage?
dead.
28.
Dead.
Wait, repeat that one more time.
28 lightning damage.
Oh boy.
So, those two are dead. As
And
poor Lohir. Is Lohir alive still? Please tell me yes.
He should be.
This is the best way I can put it, and I'll put it in chat. This is low here right now.
Oh no.
Yes, he's alive. He's alive, but he's got he's got like half his health right now. And he's just like a singed bird.
Does anyone smell something burning?
There. So, to anyone that would have been able to see that, as that streak of lightning goes across, it hits one of the guards, is electrocuted. Low here, all of his feathers just go straight up, and the second guard, as it just goes right into the head, as you can hear.
Wait. There's one important thing that has to be answered. Does he smell like fried chicken?
I'm a Kenku! This isn't Kentucky Fried Chicken!
Winner, chicken dinner?
And as it streaks across further, it hits that back tree over here as it. You can see as this large burning scourge mark hits that tree. Damn, Salazar.
And there's more. As they fall forward, the smoke coming off their armor, sickly green billows of this smoke-like energy will come off of their bodies and flow into Salazar. Because I killed them with a spell, I gain hit points equal to twice the spell's level.
Holy
So
hell.
I gain
my God.
12 hit points back because I killed 2 of them.
Oh my god.
Salazar, you scare me.
Necromancer's a boss. Yeah.
And then I that's my action, my bonus action.
Jesus!
I look towards my skeletons, and I send them psychic instructions, and they're gonna take another 2 swings at the ArcKnight.
Alrighty.
Come on, boys! Don't roll ones this time. Better. That is 24 to hit.
24 to hit. Alright, that will hit.
There it is.
ArcKnight is going to take. Does this affect their damage as well? Weapon damage rolls, yes. They're going to take 1d6 plus 5.
11?
11 slashing damage from one attack.
Alrighty.
And then the second swing from other Skelebanes probably won't hit. 13.
Unfortunately, no. Alright. So, as the other skeleton, still kind of just like holding itself together with the magic, manages to just finally clear itself for one massive big short sword swing as it comes up and over and cuts towards the back neck right along here of the armor in the head, as it cuts deep, and you can see what looks like to be reddish blood with streaming blue sparkles as they go down into the armor. And just all right. And as for the other one, just plink.
Clong. That's my turn.
All right. It is the ArcKnight's turn. Burra, you're on deck.
Oh. Just one last thing. I will go ahead and impose myself between Lohir and the rest of the fight. Seeing as how I gravely injured him, I might as well body block for him.
Yeah.
As you get closer to low here, he's just like, please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me! I'm sorry! Please don't hurt me!
I'm going to help you. Don't resist.
Resist.
You just see like his hair
words.
get like a little, like as he's screaming at you, like the last thing you see is like a little lightning bolt between his feathers. He's like, help! Help what? Zap.
That's what I'm here to do.
Alrighty. So, in exchange for his 2 attacks, it is now the ArcKnight's turn. Burra, you're
Wait.
up next. as he sees he is completely surrounded. You can see as the giant sword, as he places it down to the side, you can see as he immediately falls into a stance and he does this massive swing. So that's gonna hit.
Spin!
That's gonna hit both the skeletons, Citra and Burra, all. So it's gonna be one big attack against all your ACs. All right, that is gonna be a 21 to hit as an overall.
Oh yeah, no, that hits.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
So you guys are taking quite a bit of damage from this one.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's hitting you and Milo here.
Yeah, you two are too far away. It's only within the certain radius from him.
If you're behind the big old gold wings, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So y'all are going to be taking. You are all taking 23 points of slashing damage in total.
Ouch!
Oh, my skeleton.
Man, I'm losing health.
No.
Losing health like crazy.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've got. If it happens, I will have to use my new trick.
All right. As the giant sword goes from down and then this massive swing coming back from the skeleton's legs go up over and it smashes into the ground into pieces. It cuts down deep into you, Citra. As it cuts across, you raise your arm, Burra, as it gets right under where the elbow is, as it cuts and then hits your abdomen and cuts through some of the armor, and then right down into the last skeleton as it just goes from where that spine is and the pelvis, and it just goes
What?
and just falls to the ground and falls into pieces of a skeleton and is no more. And you can see deep within those eyes just vicious and angry.
So is Sav.
Oh no.
Sav isn't out yet. Relax.
Oh yeah.
You'll know when. You'll know when.
Yep.
Eat.
All right. So, and that is going to be the ArcKnight's turn. Burra, you're up, and then the guards are on deck.
All right, I'm
Or
just going
at
to
least
attack.
what's left of them.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack the nearest guard.
Okay.
All right. All right, that hits. That doesn't hit.
Yep. The first attack hits. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
10.
All right. As these guys weren't taking damage earlier, as you go and hit the side of the armor and manage to just pull the sword in under it and then pull back, you can see some of the blood beginning to stream down the side of the leg, and it's just shit. All right, and let's see, that is pretty much. Is that all you want to do?
That's the only thing I can do right now, so I'll end my turn.
Okay, saving up resources. Smart, smart, smart. All right, and that is going to be the end of Burra's turn. It is now the guard's turn. And that, realizing that friends have been killed. Four. This one, realizing that filthy dead mage is currently killing them off one by one, they're going to make 2 attacks onto Salazar. All right, so first one is going to be a 12. What's Salazar's AC? 11. So that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
And then
It's gonna hit.
second one's gonna be a 17, which will also hit. Why is your armor class so low? Oh, mages. Fuck.
Wizard, baby.
Yeah. All right, and that is going to be. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage to Salazar. All right. And All right, and that will be the end of the guard's turn. It is now Lohir's turn. And Citra, you're on deck.
So there's only, it seems to be the one that's closest to Lohir is the one that's right next to him, like diagonally? Or sorry, right next to him, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Immediately where one of them just, or both of them took their attacks onto Salazar. So one is like engaged with Salazar right now.
Yeah, yep. I want to attack the one that is engaged to Salazar if they're not paying attention.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, and I'll try to see if that'll be a sneak attack. Let's see what happens. What is with these?
Okay,
a 14.
So that will hit.
Okay.
These guards AC is not like super high.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, I will then roll for that sneak attack roll to see what I get.
Alrighty. So, having known originally where to strike, you go right for under the armor for this one that is currently engaged with Salazar as you cut and then just drag across, and you just see blood, and it's just
Wonderful.
yeah, just another gory scene. You still have your bonus action to attack if you want to.
And with that attack, Lohir is going to say something under his breath, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody else will hear. But basically, he's just gonna go. I need to appease them, and you are the right target. The sacrifice must be made. Thank you for your patronage. And he's gonna use his special wails from the grave and do one extra attack.
Oh shit!
And do 5 points of necrotic damage.
Woo!
That will kill him. That will actually kill him as the blood comes across, and you can see almost like a shadow blade just sticks out and runs across the droplets of the blood, and then sever the spine under the armor. As you can see, as he just drops to the ground, and you see as it
The voice
comes back.
And he just, as he comes back, he's like, the voices are silent. My friends are happy. So quiet. It's so nice.
Yep. Not a sound comes from the blades this time. All right.
Excellent. And then that will be the end of his turn.
All right. And Citra, you're up, and Salazar, you're on deck.
Cool. So considering the amount of damage we all just took, and I guess he did hit his own teammates at the same time. She's tired.
It was pretty much like a half moon, and then
regardless, it attacked the skeletons, it attacked Buddha, it attacked me. We all took a heavy hit. She's tired of possibly losing friends. She's gonna hold up her unoccupied hand, hold it off just slightly to the left, and she's going to aim off towards that corner of trees enough, and what you're all going to see is tendrils of fire stemming from her heart going straight down that arm, forming a little ball of light before flinging a fireball into that corner.
Alrighty.
Oh.
And she's just angry. She's like, I'm not sorry this time.
As deep within, you can hear the fire aspect of this all. Oh, is it just getting just him?
Yep. She's not hitting any of her teammates.
Oh yeah. Where's my
At least
template?
I don't know if I can actually hit the other one without hitting Buddha, so she's going for the big guy.
Well, Burra is fire resistant, so that's the good.
Oh, that's true, and I do have save spell, so if I can hit both of them, then sure.
Okay.
You're gonna automatically succeed on this saving throw.
Okay. So you are just getting him right on that ring.
Yeah. Can I still hit the other knight or no?
Unfortunately, it would catch Burra if you decide to do it this way.
Does Buddha look okay, or is he really hitting hard?
I'm at half health.
Okay, well then she's just gonna hit him. She's not gonna take the chance to hit her friends.
Well, if Burra, if you get an automatic success, you also take another. That will be half, and then it's halved again by your armor. Are you willing to take that?
Okay, then you'll survive it. You'll survive it.
Yeah.
Then go for it. Yeah, she'll hit him.
All right. So,
Okay.
as the tendrils of flames begin to exit out from your body, the horns turn slightly orange as the deep golden eyes switch to what are those bright blues to heavy reds. And the words as they exit, I don't care. I said fireball. And as it bursts past the guard, the ArcKnight, and Bora, as it hits towards the back, it explodes. This entire tree ends up in flames as it begins to eat around the now dying leaves, and it consumes the guard, Bora, and the ArcKnight all together. And this will be their saving throws. Even with disadvantage, or actually,
They have to beat a 14.
have to be at a 14. Okay, so
Wait,
the guard did not make it, and the ArcKnight did not make it. So they're taking
27.
full damage.
Wait, do I have to roll? do
You
I
are
have to-
succeeded, and you have resistance, so it's halved and then halved again.
So a quarter.
Yep, you're only taking quarter damage. So half of 27 is, I think that's 18. Then 9 points of fire damage for you.
Got it.
All right.
Flavor for you, you know how strong some of her spells are now.
Yep. And let's see, that means and that guard, as he is burnt in that space, you can see almost as if like burning flesh is very obviously a smell that comes out of one of these guards, as it did earlier from the lightning bolt. And you can see as the ArcKnight trying to push past the magic, he is still standing. I will not let you pass! All right. And with that, it is now Salazar's turn.
This ArcKnight is looking real bad, right?
Oh, he is probably getting close to mortal, well past bloodied.
Do I end this now? I can't.
If you want to.
No, he's too valuable. I am going to simply pop out from my space behind Cedra's wings, and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the ArcKnight.
Okay. And,
That will say second level.
okay. Let's see,
And what the hell? Fire seemed to work fine. We'll go ahead and make this fire damage.
alrighty. Well, he rolled a 10
Ooh.
for his save, so I'll let you know that
It's
now.
not a save. I have to hit him with it. Is
Oh.
it a 17 hit?
17 doesn't hit, actually.
Fuck
Just
me.
barely. After having dealt with a burning inferno, as you come out from under the wing and try and hopefully have him distracted by Citra, the eye tracks onto you before the chromatic orb leaves your hand, and it just goes whoosh, right overhead as he ducks to the side. Filthy corp mage. You'll be the first to go! Alright. Is that...
That's my turn. I can't really do much else.
Okay.
Well, if I've got his attention, then I'm just gonna go ahead and like beckon him towards me and slowly back up.
Okay. Get you as far as you can with that.
Yep.
Alright. And with that, it is now the ArcKnight's turn. And instead, Citra and Bora, I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws.
Damn.
Okay. All right.
That didn't make
Why is my dex failing me? It's my best one.
Okay. So, as he notices you run off to the side, you can see as he takes the sword and he slams it into the ground as it becomes immediately uneven as the rocks begin to out from under your feet as you guys are knocked prone. This is his trip attack. So you guys are knocked prone as he still stands. We cannot lose anymore. And the Legatus is in need of me. You all get to walk away with your lives for now. As he is going to go full speed into the city. All right. I will let you guys make one decision, and as he's running past Yulo here, because he does have to pass you, are you going to make any opportunity attacks, or do you wish to pursue?
I mean, honestly, Lohir would attack because, one, he tried to resolve this peacefully and the guy didn't listen, so now he's just
Get
trying
his
to
ass.
appease his... Yeah, he's just
Get
trying to appease his friends. So, yeah, sneak attack on the guy or attack of opportunity. Let's see what happens.
All right.
A 13 on my first one, so...
Unfortunately, you can only make one attack when you're doing a reaction.
Well, reaction.
Unfortunately, a 13 will not hit.
As he runs past you, you try and go under the armor. It is just too quick as he is now bolting into the town as the knife scratches across and you see some of the sparks come off and he begins to continue back down. So I'm going to ask you guys one more time, is there any intention to pursue after this?
No.
I mean, the ArcKnight was after Kenku, so he probably has no real reason to pursue him. So no, not in the moment.
Same.
All right.
He's wounded, isn't he?
Yep, he's wounded.
Running with his tail between his legs.
I would very much like an ArcKnight, sir.
Citra just looks at him like, what?
I knew it! I knew you'd take people, you kill people, and add them to your skeleton army.
You didn't say that out loud.
I mean, you got plenty of guards here in armor.
That is true, but they're all ArcKnight. None of them are ArcKnights.
That one's shiny.
Oh, fair enough. I'll weigh my options,
All right. So,
and I'll err on the side of the group.
all right. So, voting to not pursue as the ArcKnight continues to run and somewhat hobble his way back into the city. That is where combat will end.
We did it. We lived.
Anybody dead?
No. Citra just rolls herself back up and gonna tap Burrow with a healing spell first.
Thank you.
No problem.
What about you, my strange Kenku friend?
Ooh.
Are you hurt? I'm sorry. I did tell you to duck, to be fair.
He twists his neck all the way back to you.
Oh.
So, and he's just like, after you get over the first electrical shock, it's not that bad. Also, hi. And also, why did you shock me?
19 points for you, Buddha.
Thank you.
Cool. And gonna do the same for herself.
I didn't shock you, I shocked the two guards between you. You just happened to be in the way, and I'm terribly sorry about that. I will treat your wounds. I am a doctor after all, but first things first.
To be fair,
I need
dude,
some assistance.
he shocked all of us. So you're not the only one.
Sorry for burning you, Buddha.
I'll get you. I dealt with worse.
It's my first time casting it, to be fair.
But yeah,
pretty angry.
speaking of which, for our points to Kenku, what the heck was that?
Oh, he's like looking over at Buddha, and he's like, what's what?
You started exploding. What was that?
What was what? I'm not entirely certain what you're referring to.
You were
Use
timid,
your
but then all of a
words.
sudden you started going crazy and started murdering that dude. I wanted to get notes, dude. I wanted to ask you for tips.
In the meantime, Citra is just gonna like use her wings to kind of beat herself back up onto her feet. Just whoosh, standing.
Well, as Buddha is asking this to Lohir, he just goes, "Caw."
Great, similar to Citra.
Huh? I didn't hear you, Daito. I'm sorry.
No, it's like great, similar to Citra. You have like some other person inside you, whatever.
But I can't. How many times do I have to tell you? It's just me.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like that.
I'm aware. I have trauma.
But
I
yeah,
hate you too.
but yeah, why were those guards after you?
And Lohir thinks for a moment.
Could we possibly
He
take this into
ponders.
the forest before more of them show up?
Yeah, you can tell.
One moment.
Yeah, you can tell us along the way.
On the way, like
Yeah.
with you.
You don't want to
Yeah.
stay here, buddy.
Yeah, you really don't.
I mean, you raise a solid point, but all I ask is that Mr. Doctor Man doesn't do the zappy shock thing again, please.
Was that
Please?
what happened?
Yes. Caw.
He's not going to do that again unless provoked. Isn't that right?
What? Sorry, I'm concentrating on something.
Oh, he says yes. He says yes. He says yes. He won't do that again. Come on.
Yes, of course.
He agrees.
Alrighty. So,
Okay.
He's just very dismissive, not even paying attention at the moment.
yeah. So, what's the spell that you have to use in order to...
I'm casting Animate Dead at 4th level.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I raise the zombies of 4 of these guards.
Alright. Animate Dead. I've never played with the Necromancer before, so, like, this is, like, interesting information towards me.
It's a lot of fun.
So, animate
Buddha,
dead.
Daito, what you did
Arc.
witness is that being so close to Citra, you could see Sav and Citra basically agree when using Fireball for the first time.
Okay. Use a
That
bonus
makes
action
sense. That makes
on-
sense. That makes sense.
She had faith in you, you'd survive.
Yeah. Thank you.
It helps that I have the safe meta magic.
Hmm.
Yeah, the careful spell. I can allow up to 2 creatures to automatically succeed the saving throw for it.
Okay. So here's the information that you need to know about your animated dead guards. They are, well, now formerly human. They have an AC of 13. And they will have a +2 to their attack rolls, and they all have longswords.
Oh.
Yep.
Let me write that down.
Yep.
Zombies. AC 13.
Yep.
Long swords.
Citra's gonna dismiss the halo and the wings, because they're gonna want to hide, and she's glowing, so...
Attack.
Like, they're really basic guards, but, like, they're, you know, they do have enough armor that lasts them. Not the best armor in the world.
Than
Yeah.
It's better than standard zombies, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yes. All right, and then I'll use the miniatures for those guards for combat until further notice. All right.
We help each other out.
All right, so as you guys managing to escape this this onslaught, you guys begin to pass into the forest as you make your way deeper within the Rythros swamp, heading to whatever checkpoint might be possible. As you guys begin to head in, this is a good point to take a quick pause and do our 10-minute break. So,
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. We'll be right back, and we'll find out more as to who our mysterious guest is. Thank you, Dry, for joining us. All right, so that being said, see you all in 10 minutes. And we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
We have returned.
Yes, we have returned. Welcome back, everyone. All right. So, let us go ahead and continue where we had last left off. Here, and I will go ahead and... All right. So you guys begin to enter the Rythro Swamps.
Mhm.
Upon entering this area within the world, you guys walk and talk, and you begin to notice that there is that shift and change going from the evergreens here and slowly into the darker willows and somewhat muckier ground. During this travel time, you guys will have a little bit of personal time among yourselves, as there are no immediate threats that come to any of you. At least for now. So.
Yeah. Sichu would turn to this poor bird guy and just hold her head down a little bit. We're so sorry getting you mixed up in all this.
Oh, no,
You
it's
lived?
it's quite all right. It's not your fault. Everything's
Dry?
good. Oh, wait, what the?
Dry?
Wait,
Terrence?
Dry as
hold on.
die.
And then we lost him.
Okay, wait, can you hear me now?
Now,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, there we go.
Sorry.
Oh my god, why does my mic does this thing sometimes? I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're
yes,
fine.
so Lohir's gonna go and respond to Citra and just say, Oh, it's fine. It's not your fault. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened to me.
Citra would hold out her other hand that didn't cast Fireball and offer to shake his hand. It's like, I'm Citra.
He looks down at her hand and he baps it with his head and he's like, I'm low here.
That's not strange. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, yes, so name's Lohir, and you're Citra, and who are your two?
3?
Are they both doctors? Three doctors?
No, I'm not a doctor. I'm bro.
Okay, nice to meet you, bruh. So, wait, you're not a doctor, so what are you? What is your occupation?
Killing people, that's my occupation.
Ah. Caw. Anyway. Then he turns to Salazar and he's like, I don't think I caught your name, Mr. Doctor Man. That shocked me. How are you? What's your name?
Salazar is fine.
Salazar. Okay. So we've got Citra, Salazar, and bruh.
That is correct.
Yep, you got it.
All right. Wonderful. So what brings you guys to these neck of the woods?
We're going to try and save our friend from a really bad person. It's the plainest way we can put it.
Is your friend okay?
We have no idea.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
And we're still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything I could do to help? I don't know if there's really much I can do.
Do you know the swamps at all?
I mean, I believe I do. He just ponders for a moment, and that's when I'm just gonna ask you, Yarrow, how well would he know these swamps?
Given that, well, the swamps are naturally your own home in many ways, especially when you started out in your adventure. The swamps are pretty well known to you, and you also know a particular location known as the Cloud Top. It's hard to find, considering that there are certain magics that run through the Rythro swamps, as well as various other dangers that you have actively avoided. So you know the entirety of the Rythro swamps, especially on the western end and quite a bit into the eastern end, as far as you know where the Cloud Top could possibly be. But as for the far eastern end, or you know a lot of the eastern end, not as much as the western end. Sorry, compass brain.
All good.
So as far as the far west, you've never reached that city or Ridge City, but you do know the Cloud Top is around this area, or around the middling west area.
So he would turn to Citra and he'd say, well, I know most of this area, usually around this eastern area I know quite well, but in terms of the western, especially the far western area, my knowledge starts to get a little hazy, but I'm sure I'd be able to help guide you guys through this area if need be.
We're not going to force you, but that would be great. We'd be grateful for it.
Indeed.
Okay, well, I suppose, is there any specific direction you're wanting to go to, such as, I guess, a town, or
what?
Maybe...
Did Asher say specifically which way, or a specific area, or just a direction?
You know the last possible place that he wanted to get to was to the clan, or to the Farcloud clan.
Yeah.
As they are the only ones that are capable of getting to the ritual site properly. That is as far as you know, and as far as you are aware of, and this is probably as close as you can get to the idea of a rendezvous point, as he hasn't communicated with any of you yet.
Yeah. So Citra would ponder for a minute, and she'd be like, if there's a village or a city within this swamp away from the one we just ran from, That would be great. A good start, I would assume. And then she'd look with the rest of her team, unless they had anything else to add to that.
Oh, got nothing else to add. No, I'm very curious about our bird friend here.
What?
What'd you like to know, stranger? Sorry, let me phrase that. What would you like to know, bruh?
Again, I'm still curious about earlier in our fight in which you just suddenly snapped. Yep.
I wasn't snapped. I actually was shocked, but I mean, I thought that was established.
No. No, it looked. The way your demeanor right now versus your demeanor during the fight, they're not the same.
I believe that's referred to as panicking.
Yes, I naturally am a very a panicky individual. My somewhat, I think, mother probably raised me as a very panicky and sheltered bird.
Braun continues looking at him, curious about.
I think that's a little personal to ask of someone we just met.
Yeah.
You see him take a huge swallow. He like gulps, and there's like a lump in his throat. He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly open, but I think I should probably get you guys to your next destination. You know, burning daylight."
As you are staring up at this massive,
how tall is he?
How tall is Lo here?
So Lo here is approximately 4'9".
Oh, he's smaller than Citra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a tiny bird boy.
okay. So he's like a dwarf, kind of like a dwarf or dwarf a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah, like as tall as a dwarf can be, and then dwarves go a lot shorter than that, and then it just goes straight down to halfling. And probably goblins.
Hmm.
Lo here, as you stare up at this massive red-armored samurai-looking man, as far as your history would know, he's probably of Yimnan descent. You hear whispers.
Oh no.
Pretty. Red. So pretty. We want something from it. Take it.
No, he's like, he doesn't say anything out loud, but in his head, he's like, no, they are good people. No.
We were good too once.
You see him just starting to walk away. He's like, okay, burning daylight, gotta go. I'll take you guys to the nearest village and hopefully we can get you some answers. Come on, really gotta go, like now.
Even Soph on the inside is like, okay, I'm not that bad. Citra just shake her head and just, well, he's got a point. I can only imagine being in here in the dark is not going to be great.
So, Yarrow, quick question. In terms of the nearest village, how far away would it technically be? And also, what is the time at the moment in game?
You guys are well past the afternoon, considering that you guys had slept through a majority of the day from the early morning. It is now reaching around 3-ish in time as the sun is beginning to crest more towards the south at this point. And as anyone that knows about Erziheiml's sun goes from north to south instead of east to west.
That is such a weird thought in my head.
Yeah, have I detailed that before?
I know you have, but my brain's only just now latching onto that would be so weird.
Yep. So, you guys are probably hitting the hottest, wettest part by the time you make that distance.
It's moist.
Yeah.
Citra's fine.
So,
well, aside from just kind of staring at her other hand going, you murdered someone again.
Oh.
Boy.
Listen, Cetra's not a murder hobo. It's never happening. She will deal with the emotional consequences.
That's fine.
What are you talking about? They're right here.
Oh.
Yeah, I did mention that off screen.
Yeah, as these somewhat like almost stalwart-looking animated corpses as they clink, clink,
Yeah.
clink, clink.
Citra would see the burnt one and just look away and just try not to throw up.
Oh. Well, I'm guessing so as Lohir is like taking these guys to the nearest village, he'd probably turn around during the walk and just say, just to sort of break the silence a little bit, tell me, where do you all sort of come from? Because you don't really look like you're from around these parts, at least not to the ones, the normal creatures or races that I've seen before.
I'm from a Celsian, so pretty far away.
Oh, Celsium. I think I may have heard about that in some books, but I personally have never been there. What about yourself, Salzar?
The way I hear it,
where do most Yuan-Ti come from? I know it's been like 50 years since they were a huge thing, but
originally the Yuan-Ti came from the Underdark. Originally, after they were driven out by Drows, Duergar, and at the latest point in their existence, Illithid. It wasn't until Zahir dragged them from the Underdark up in search of a dragon mark that they would take over Lobondel, which is now freed from the control of many of the lasting Yuan-Ti, as well as what was a rebellion now controlled by the original halfling family that it drove out. At this point, there are probably a lot of Yuan-Ti who either escaped that night, that have spread out among the world, or there are a few Yuan-Ti that would have headed south here to Wallenstein, that would no longer pursue their religious fervor in hopes to try and live out whatever life they can, and decided to live as peacefully as far as they know. But there's not a lot of Yuan-Ti in existence right now due to what was a calling in their war.
I don't really have a home.
Oh. So, you're sort of just a nomad a bit?
I guess you could call it that. I travel from place to place, searching out new work. Helps to have established connections in different parts of the world.
Wait, the world? Like, how? You've seen more than just different parts, and you see like a really big, like, beaky smile come up. He's like, you've traveled further than you've gone before?
He raises an eyebrow.
I've done a lot of traveling in my years.
He's like he's kind of stopped in his track, and he walks back to Salazar, and he's like, okay, you gotta tell me everything. Like, what are some of the things you've seen? Some of the creatures. Have you, like, what sort of food have you eaten? What is it like on the other side? Oh my god, is there like a cloud city? I've heard stories, and like, oh my god, have you seen a dragon before?
Teacher just kind of...
Bro raises his hand. I'm not sure about him, but I have.
You've seen what now?
Wait,
I have also
He fought a dragon.
seen a dragon before,
He
yes.
fought the dragon with his brother.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
you see Lohir snap his neck towards Bra, and he's like, dragon!
Please don't do that again.
And, like, he walks up to Bra, and he's like, you fought a dragon?
Yeah, in fact, I lost my brother because of him, because of that dragon.
Oh.
But yeah, listen. But yeah, the dragon was challenging fighting him.
Oh.
If I didn't lose my brother, I would boast about how it was easy fighting him, how fun it was. But no, the only thing left of that dragon is my trauma. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. But is there anything? But yeah, you really don't get out much, do you?
Oh, well, I actually, it's interesting you say that. You see, I used to work on a ship and I used to travel a bit, but and he sort of stops. And he's like, well, let's just say maybe traveling wasn't probably the best thing for me.
Nonsense, my friend. Traveling is always good. Explore more places, pick up more weapons to kill your foes, stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Murder.
Could you excuse me for a moment?
Can I roll
like,
insight? Can I roll insight perception? Something. Yarrow.
Yes. Make an insight check. Lo, here, make a deception check.
Oh, a
boy.
critical one. That might don't even bother.
16.
Don't even bother.
This, bruh, he is just a finicky bird. He is as finicky as they come. He's easily like for one moment he'll be excited, and the next moment he'll start panicking a bit. Yeah, this just seems like the normal personality of your friend Lo here at this point.
Interesting guy.
As soon as he hears the words picking up weapons from travels out of Bra's mouth, he just stops, turns around, he's like, could you excuse me for a moment? And he goes behind the nearest tree he can find in the swamp, and you just see him pecking the tree with his beak, screaming, "Gah! Gah! Gah!" before coming back around, and he's slightly disheveled. He's like, okay, let's move forward. We'll have these conversations somewhere in the village.
Now that even has Citra staring in a little bit of shock.
Since I rolled a critical run, I'll just be like, you seem like a cool dude.
Yeah, he's so interesting. Such a cool guy.
Come on, tell me more about your life, little dude.
I was born in an orphanage, and I had two friends, and well, they were like my siblings. They're not really related, but treated them like my brother and sister, both older than me. So I guess I was the youngest one of the trio.
Oh man, you must miss them.
And he doesn't respond to that, but in his head he's like, if only you knew.
We know.
And
We know. We know.
you see him take his water skin and just douse himself in water. He's like, oh, I'm thirsty. Ugh, it's really hot. Anybody else thirsty? Anybody want some water? I got a little droplets left.
Citra leans over to Salazar. Did you hit him in the head?
Electrical stimulation can sometimes cause signals coming to and from the brain to be interrupted for a while.
Did you?
You guys
Kill
are
him?
being silly. You guys are being silly. A new friend is awesome.
I like, bruh.
I have concerns.
So, as you guys push further in, and as you travel further and further into the Rythor swamps, you are met with definite turmoils and traffic as you are as you have to go around certain places. There are large swamped out areas with what like to be the vines and groves that kind of just reach out just barely above the water, and pools and lagoons around here, as these large willows that just stretch for hundreds of feet into the air, and some of the shorter trees down here, as you can tell, they some don't survive relatively well. Check something. Salazar,
Yeah.
as you notice, as per nature, as you get further and further in, you're noticing things that might not be normal for locales like this. You see how there might be areas that are absolutely flourishing with life, and then small pockets where life seems like it was drained and pulled out, almost as if it rotted way faster in some of these spots than others, and they don't seem clearly natural in some way, as they stink of almost like sulfur and some other forms of just death and rot. In avoiding some of these areas, it's almost as if it's passive to kind of acknowledge that, you know, this is a weird place, and you've heard stories about the Rythro swamps being having some dangerous entities that roam these forests. However, they seemingly not have made their presence aware. But you can tell as you get further and further in, these pockets become slightly frequent. At a certain point, you guys try and reach wherever you can and meet a clearing of what looks like to be trees, dead wood, and a nice open area with what seems to be this stone top that sits above the rest of the lower and much more heavily wetted ground. Either if you decide to push forward as the night goes on, or you can stay here and set up camp in hopes that you'll be able to meet your location by the next day.
Well, I think the decision would come down to how many of us can see in the dark.
I mean, bro can see in the dark, so that
As can
shouldn't be...
Citra.
That will be necessary.
Yeah.
What was that?
That will be necessary.
Can you see in the dark or no?
We do not need to see in the dark. I can make a safe shelter.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Low here, what is your opinion on this?
I mean, I'm perfectly fine as I know this area pretty well. So, but I'm curious, how are you going to make a safe area? I mean, I guess you'll make a tent, I'm assuming?
Magic. And I'll cast Prestidigitation and make a few sparkles come off my fingers.
Magic.
You see the most wide-eyed, starry-eyed bird just go, he starts clapping. He's like,
I need privacy for it. And about 11 minutes.
All right.
okay.
Okay.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Oh my gosh.
That is going to interrupt my concentration. Please do not count out loud.
Okay.
All right. So, as Salazar, you begin to cast your ritual spell.
What the others don't see if they give me my privacy is I will undo a bunch of the leather bindings on my right arm. And the area will smell a bit more like rot a bit as they come off, and a baleful, sickly teal glow will emanate from him. And he makes some oddly pained sounds as he begins ritual casting Tiny Hut.
Alrighty. So, I believe that's Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Yep.
Alright. As this magical hut begins to form out from Salazar, as the solid structures come overhead and then reach towards the top, as what seemingly is like this magical veil that comes down and surrounds it. It is odd, as what looks like to be the structures holding it up look like bone. But this might be a safe version instead of sleeping out in the open.
I'll begin rebinding my arm.
It is done.
Well, Lo here's gonna turn around. He'll look at this and he'll go, "All right, so where'd you? Oh my heavens! How did you do that in 11 minutes?"
He said it earlier. Magic.
I simply traced arcane patterns that I had memorized previously and plucked the weave. And now we have a safe space that can fit 9 creatures comfortably.
That's a nifty spell.
9 creatures? That's like 9 me's! Or 9 really big wolves.
Yes?
Alright, he's gonna run head first to go inside this amazing looking area, because he's over the moon right now.
All right.
The atmosphere inside is comfortable, and it has a relatively nice odor, like
So
incense.
long as nothing says moisturize me, we're good.
All right. Let's see. All right. So, as the tiny hut sits upon the night, as the moon begins to rise out from the dark blue sky, the stars begin to shine through. The night begins, and well within the hut, you guys feel well and safe.
I would like, don't know if we're all sitting around probably having something to eat, but in the event that we are, I would like Lo here to sort of like look to everyone and say, I know this might be slightly overstepping boundaries, and you feel free not to tell me at all, but I'd love to know more about this friend you're trying to find. You guys seem very, very apt to find them and make sure they're okay.
Salazar, you work well with Azure. I'm not sure how much information we're allowed to say.
He's your friend.
His name is Leodon, and the reason things are so tense right now is that he is one of the Far Clouds. And something very powerful and dark has him. And we're trying to get him back. He's a Firbolg.
Oh.
As she says this, Lohir, you know of the Farcloud clan, well within the swamps. You know that they live within the cloud top.
Oh. I actually know about that area. Wait. So, this Leodon individual, how long has it been since you guys last had contact with them? Since, I guess, whatever event unfolded?
It's about a day now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a day.
Oh. Well, I mean, maybe not much has happened in a day. You guys still have plenty of time. I think they'll be okay, and they'll be really happy to see you too.
We have until the next blood moon.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't mean to bring the mood down, but that's essentially where we're at. And another half of our group ran off as well. We were just told to run into the forest, and yeah. So I figured this village you're bringing us to would be our best bet.
Ah. I see. So you're looking for more than one of your friends?
Well, I know the other 3 are better equipped to probably find us. But I'm doing my best, and the rest of us are doing our best to figure out what to do while we're kind of pretty much left to our own devices.
Wow, you all seem like you've been through quite a lot recently, and I'm sorry.
There's nothing to apologize for. Unfortunately, it is the nature of which we're contracted into. But
he looks down. But yeah, go ahead.
No, she just kind of like shake her head and try and force a smile a little bit, even if tired. She's like, "It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We still have hope. Nothing's over yet. There's still a tomorrow."
That is true. And he looks over at Salazar and he just goes, I guess to sort of lighten the mood, I guess I would like to ask what this made you want to become like a doctor. Do you just enjoy helping people?
I'm not as versed in the divine magics as my parents were. I never really had much faith, you see. And I became interested, I suppose, out of spite, rebellious teenage years, in anatomy. I became fascinated by how bodies work and function. We're quite unique machines, each of us individually. Well, it just became fulfilling to repair. I liked doing it, and I am good at it. And so I traveled around, expanding my studies, and well, at some point I came across some unsavory individuals, picked up a few, he wiggles his arm, tricks.
Ooh.
I became quite good at that as well.
I see. Well, even if what you do is a bit unorthodox, you seem to really enjoy it, so, I'm happy for you. I wish I knew something as cool as that, but, I'd love to see what other tricks you may end up having, if, given the chance.
That is heartening to hear.
And he then turns to Bruh and he's like, I'm curious, what made you want to travel? You seem like you have your own things to deal with on your own terms, but I guess what sort of made you come along with a merry band of individuals to, I guess, do what you do now?
There are some things we can't say for sure detail-wise.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
sorry. I didn't
nothing
mean to
against
overstep
you.
my boundary.
It's okay. It's just contracts.
Wait, can I?
Understandable.
Wait, will I break my contract to say that basically telling saying that he was exiled? Will that break the contract?
No.
No. Personal details such as
we
a
lost
bit of
your
your
mic, Yarrow.
backstory.
Your mic.
Me?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How about now?
There you are.
Yep.
Oh, yep, there you are.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
all
But
good.
yeah, any of your personal background stuff, as long as it isn't crossing the line of telling like the details of Alois Azure's personal organization or who he is in specific, you can refer to him as like your employer, or you're allowed to talk about the Adamantine Bastion and some of that stuff. But like your personal background details are free for you to tell whoever.
All right. Okay. All right. It's fine, Citra. So, you know that giant I was talking about earlier?
Yeah, I know.
Well, my brother and I fought the dragon, and we beat it, but I lost it when I fought him, allegedly. I killed the dragon, but I may have killed my brother. So, I had to flee Yimnan in order to escape persecution from my family. And long story short, I was forced to travel. Believe me, if that didn't happen, I'll be smoking some grass with my brother, enjoying our many fights with our father right now. But unfortunately, I don't really have much choice any minor.
Lohir doesn't say anything, but he just sort of just starts nodding his head.
I mean, to be fair, before my brother. Oh wait, no, that's Japan. Yeah, but that's the general gist of it. But at the same time, if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't have met Citra, Dante, and our other friend.
Leo?
Well, I'm not sure if we can mention Leo.
She already did.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're allowed
just-
to talk
just
about
make sure.
Leo.
All right.
Yeah.
And Leo as well.
Oh,
Now that I think about it, if I could see Leo again,
We
I
will.
would apologize to him for all the things that I used to egg on him about. The times I broke down his door. The times I purposely tell him the wrong name. If I could just see him again, that'll be great.
Teacher just put her hand on his shoulder. We're gonna see him again. Not if, when.
wow. I am sorry you were exiled and that happened to your brother, bruh. I know you did not mean for it to happen, and you really do seem like you want to get back with your friends. I don't know, Leodon will be waiting for you guys and will be ecstatic to see you. And even this Dante person, I don't know them at all either, but I'm sure they'll be happy to see you all too as well. I guess, wait, is Dante with Leodon? Or...
No.
sorry, I don't even...
He's with our other group that got split from us.
Ah, I understand now. Okay.
Yes,
Well, I appreciate you all sharing these things with me. I know it must have been hard, and I'm sorry if I had to pry a little deep, but I am just curious about when I meet new people.
I mean, you are leading a group of people you just met literally in the heat of battle. I would assume that some info would be fair.
Well, you also protected me, so, I mean, I trust you enough as anybody else would.
I'm glad you don't feel nearly as threatened as before, at least.
As the night continues, at one point in having these conversations, reaching towards the apex of them, you hear a flutter, a couple of wings, as if coming down from the very moon itself, this small bluish light as it reaches towards with what is the magical hut, this small bluish glowing bird sits not too far from the hut as it takes note and flies closer and prances close.
Can Citra see this through like a window or something?
Yeah, no, the entire surrounding hut is completely clear. It's just nothing can enter without Salazar's permission.
Gotcha. So is this Virgil?
It looks like Virgil, flaps like Virgil, and
Citra would immediately like run up to him and kneel down to him if he landed.
yeah.
Just like, hey, buddy.
And on the back of him, with what looks like to be a single rolled piece of parchment.
She'll carefully take it off of him and... Oh, something is good news, I guess. And she'd gently, like, pet his head a little bit. And she'd look over to the group going, it's from Dante. It's Virgil.
What does it say?
And she'd open up the message.
Inside is a message handwritten by one Dante. It details a lot of interesting situations that is currently happening within the city that has so far barred them from being able to escape immediately. With the help of Dagix and Dante, not only just gathering information, but also Alois currently fending off against as many individuals as he can. One particular notion, though, is that somebody had arrived shortly after Nosedriv's death. A man in red with a skull-white mask who had arrived and taken the body and left without a word. In that effort, they are currently trying to figure out the last few bits of finding the head of one of the houses within the Thalia Cliffs, and after which they find them, they are immediately heading straight towards the cloud top for the Farcloud clan. They will rendezvous with all of you there.
Yeah. So she'd let him, I guess, sit on her arm if he can, and just... Okay, well, we're stopping here for the night, but we're definitely heading to the city. I'm assuming you can probably tell Dante that, Virgil. I'm hoping that's a yes. And she'd let him lift off.
As the wings come out and they beat into the sky and fly straight towards what looks like to be the moonlight before fading into the night and disappearing without a single caw left to echo within the forest.
Citra had returned to the group and at first, I guess, hand the message off to Salazar as well. It's like, well, some good news. We are right on our assumption about going to the cloud top. So I'm assuming first by daylight, we're heading out as fast as we can.
Oh, first by daylight?
As fast as we can.
Well, everything okay, Lou, here?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. I just... He stops and he's like, Sorry, I need to get a bit of fresh air. I promise I'm not leaving. I'll be right outside the store. I just need to do a quick thing. I'm terribly sorry.
Yes, I understand. Give me one moment, and I'll begin cleaning up the zombies, cleaning off their armor, just making the blood just disappear.
Citra's just gonna stay as far away from the burned one as possible.
smell a bit like incense and.
Bra looks inquisitively at the situation, at what Salzo is doing.
It's nothing like out of the ordinary. It's definitely a magic man doing magic things.
That's good enough for Bra.
I like the funny words, Magic Man.
Literally, Bra. Literally, Bra.
I like your funny words, magic man. All right.
So Lohir's gonna take a step outside, and he's going to only be probably about 10 feet away from the actual area, and he's going to take out a specific dagger and put it on the ground, and he's just gonna kneel at it.
Okay.
And he's just gonna say, "Okay, we need to talk, like, now."
Yes.
Look, I can't keep doing this. It's been so long. It's been years now. I can't keep doing this. You need to stop. When will enough be enough? Come on.
We no longer live, Lohir. You promised us.
I know, but look, sometimes I can't handle this anymore. I do this, I appease you, and then you want me to do it more, and it's a vicious cycle. Can't I stop now? It wasn't even my fault.
We want to live. We never got to live. Give us.
No, look, I can give you a proper burial at least. I don't know where your bodies are, but I can at least give you a proper burial to send you off so you can be at peace, but you've got to stop this.
You need us.
I know. Can you just don't hurt them, and if I just get them to the village, I can leave them alone, and then at least I can continue doing what I can to let you guys live. But please, they're good people. They mean us no harm. Don't. I couldn't live with myself after that.
You must live. We want shiny and red.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Straight 15.
Okay. There isn't a settling in madness from these blades as per what they usually do, but they constantly desire something. It seems like that they will always be this slightly bottomless pit well within them, but for now you do not have to listen to them.
Okay. Lohir is going to grab the blade, and he's just gonna whisper, "You can't keep blaming me for this. I did everything I could. I tried. I'm trying now, so damn it!" And he just leaves, puts it back on his person, and he solemnly walks back into the area, tries to compose himself, and just goes, "Sorry about that. Just needed a few moments with myself. You know, getting all the jitters out the way. A lot has happened today. You know, all with being shocked and, you know, the guard and the knights, and
You'd be
it's a lot that's
quite
happened."
surprised that we understand in some ways.
Yeah.
I see. Well, it's getting kind of late, isn't it? I suppose we should get some rest.
Should we be worried about anything coming after this hut out here?
No. As long as this hut exists, nothing that I deem unworthy can penetrate it.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. Do we need to take watch or anything like that?
Well, that's what I was asking him.
Ah. Well,
I don't see why it would be necessary.
okay. Well, I guess I'll just make myself comfortable right here. And he's just gonna go to some random area near the window and just perch himself next to it.
All right. At this point, do all of you decide to just go to sleep, or is there anyone that wants to think about a watch?
Citra is possibly thinking of it, only because things have been so terrifying as of late. So it's more of a paranoid need to keep watch anyway kind of deal.
Okay.
Rod's just gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Also, for those in our chat, I just dropped the art of Lohira in our group chat so you can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
My beautiful bird boy. My
One
anxiety-ridden
beautiful
boy.
Bird boy.
Relatable boy.
Bard. Alright. So, Citra, as you stay awake, Salazar, I'm assuming you're going to sleep as well.
Oh yeah.
What is the uptime on your Animate Dead?
24 hours.
24 hours. And what is the uptime on the hut? Just to make sure.
8 hours.
Okay. Well, as the night begins to take the watch as it begins, and Citra being the only one that is awake, you hear the faint voice of Sav, almost as if talking to you. You did well.
Thank you. I'm trying. How are you feeling?
I'm not as tired as I was.
That's good.
You're a lot more confident now.
Well, between this group of friends and your help, so thank you.
I feel like eventually you're not going to need me.
I don't know.
No, it's fine. This is what we wanted.
It's true. I mean, you won't necessarily be leaving me. We are one person, really.
I am the very figment of your mental barrier, and infused with your soul and blood. Eventually, when you grow, and as you continue to grow, you're not going to need me. I remember when I first met you. You were scared.
That
You
would
were
be
in
an
so much
understatement.
pain. But I remember. You were so bright. When I woke up, I was engulfed in light. You were kind. You saw the world fresh through eyes of people at one point that loved us. And then we began to see the reality of things. It wasn't just people that loved us, but there was plenty that hated us.
That's true. I don't quite remember most of it, but I do remember the feelings.
And then I remember that night. The first night anything. And that's when I woke up to violence.
From those people that attacked us?
No. You may not remember this, but I remember the first night. So young. You were no older than 5.
Wait, 5?
I remember that there were shadows within the room as you rested. I heard steps. I heard screams. I heard father and mother. You were still resting. And then they came for you.
Who's they?
I don't remember. All I remember was I needed to protect you. And from me, I burgeoned. And I drew from that blood. I attacked. And then not long after, I was sealed away.
I didn't seal you away, did I?
No. They did. Which is why I do not like them.
Our parents?
Yes. As you further down into this combination, as we begin to collide, while we understand each other, the more you will know, the more I will remember.
It's like putting together puzzle pieces.
Some memories are always lost to me. But with you, I can remember, I can wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, she'd be like reaching out to just touch Sav's hand.
As you do, you get close. You feel warmth to your cold. You begin to feel, instead of hatred and pain and suffering, locked away, hungry and violent, there is just this moment of peace, understanding, and the slight memory how your body had moved and defended itself against the onslaught of a night where 2 assassins had come to try and hurt you and your family. Your young, visceral talents had come out through Sav, nearly breaking what would have been 2 would-be assassins that night, before your parents had come in to do their best to save you, only to find a completely different entity. As such, fear and understanding in hopes that they can have their daughter back in that moment. And the memory begins to fade. And in your hands left behind are a burning fire. It's not hot as it roams within it. Carry my flame.
I will.
On the outside, physically, there's just like a few tears, but it's just an understanding at this point.
And almost as if that flame begins to roam deep within, you begin to hear something as the middle of the night comes. You hear heavy footfalls and the scattering of something. As you look outside beyond the hut, you see what looks like to be small bugs rolling past. Not being able to enter the hut, they collide and then try and move around. You see what looks like to be these large birds begin to fly out away from where you are. Begins to come from the north.
Citra would stand up partially crouched and then start nudging everybody awake quietly. And whoever if they look up at her, she'd hold her finger over her mouth, just not to make a sound, but points out towards where she's seeing all this.
As it does, you still hear the heavy as everyone is getting nudged awake, as something is coming. Just deep from the far side of the Rythra swamps, as it begins to inch closer towards all of you. You hear what are these heavy neighs and whinnies.
Does this sound familiar to what we saw in the Nightmare Realm?
Somewhat.
Oh, man.
As it gets close, you hear... And not too far out from where the hut is now, you see what is this purely skinless Equian-like creature. And a humanoid torso attached to the center of this creature, carrying this large, burning iron-like spear with these massive, burning orange horns. As it approaches, you can see the head simply crack, and the jaw begin to widen. Looking at all of you. As it booms through this entire forest, you are met with the memory of the Knuckleif.
Oh no. Libura?
All of you are shocked awake. This creature.
What the hell was that? Jesus!
What is that thing?
You wouldn't remember this. You are unconscious.
Yep.
What?
As midnight becomes to roll, you see that the hut now beginning to rumble and shake. As now this creature with its elongated, bony-like arms, skinless, and the horse almost as if circling around the hut, waiting.
Oh.
And you can see as the weapon taps against the hut and it just...
Salazar, how strong is this hut?
If I will it, it cannot harm us.
Okay, I'm trusting you. Because I remember this only when Agatha summoned it in the Nightmare Realm.
Nightmare realm?
He like tilts his head over.
Archfey.
Right.
And
Right. Of course.
Low here.
How long has it been?
A day? Actually, how long has it been? 8 hours?
By the time you set this up, it would have been about 6, and it's reaching towards that last couple of hours, and it will not leave.
I have a strong feeling we will not outrun this thing.
So, have we gotten a long rest at this point?
You guys have.
I will say yes. Citra has not.
Okay.
Wait. Have we taken a short rest, a long rest prior to this?
You got a full long rest for you, Burra.
All right, then.
And as well as Lohir and Salazar, but not Citra.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure. Sorry, Citra.
No, it's okay. She's paranoid, and she was rightfully so.
Yeah. As this creature continues to circle around the hut, you see as he begins to screech out further. You hear more footfalls from deep within the forest.
It has friends.
Lohir, you would actually know about this. Given your nature of this being your home. Knuckleaves, as far as the stories go, this is one of the last few curses or the breath from some ancient evil that had come some 50, 60 years ago. And they have been a continuing problem.
It's back. It's back.
Citra would quickly grab his beak, like, easy. Shh.
Remain calm.
I can bolt out of here and fly to distract it to give you guys time to get a good distance away from it smacking you. But we're not going to outrun this thing.
You don't have to outrun it. I just need time to think. And Salazar will begin undoing the bindings around his right arm and not really caring if he's seen anymore. You'll see, and I'm going to make this as
So long as it's not needles, you're fine.
yeah, it's going to make this as least graphic as possible. You see an arm without skin on it.
Oh.
I mean, it's no worse than this thing.
No.
That looks like it stinks.
It does. And it's the end of the long rest, so I'm going to begin preparing my spells.
Okay. So,
How tall is this creature?
it is considered large, but it stands somewhere around 9-ish feet and somewhere around 10 by the time it hits the horns.
Okay. I just need to gauge so I know how far I may have to fly.
As it begins to make one final round, I have a question for this hut. I'm gonna go through the manual real quick. And does air pass through this hut?
Let me see here.
There's nothing physical can make it through here. But
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it.
This is not a.
Spells and other magical effects.
This is not magic, as it is not considered a magical effect. As this thing squares up with the hut and towards all of you, you can see as the Equian head, just pure pulled off bone and just reaching into muscle, you can see as the mouth cracks open and it releases a toxic mist as it
Citra's gonna take her scarf and wrap it around her mouth.
I need everyone to make a.
Notably as well, the atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of what happens
Is
outside.
the thing in necrotic?
It is not necrotic.
Alright, then bro's gonna try to cover his mouth using a piece of the fabric from his armor.
The thing is, it is as detailed, and I'll say this. Unleashes a torrent of noxious air in a 30-foot cone from its equian mouth and nostrils. This is why it's not magical, and it is still an effect that would go through. It might smell nice, but it's still gonna hurt.
Fair enough.
Yep. So I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw within the hut.
And this is poison?
This is poison. Yep.
I have advantage on
All
this.
right.
I got a 20.
I got a 9.
14.
Okay.
First roll is a 15, second roll is a 10, so 15.
All right. So, Lohir, you're the only one that succeeded.
Holy Jesus Christ.
All right. As all of you will be taking... You will all be taking 44 points of poison damage.
And if you're resistant,
44?
if you're resistant,
If you are resistant, you take half, and if you succeeded, you take half again.
Oh, I'm back.
I'm going to cast Absorb
Hey!
Elements. Wait, no.
oh wait,
Never mind. Never mind. I'm already resistant to poison damage,
Yeah.
so I will be just taking half
Yeah.
anyway. I can't be double resistant.
Yep.
I am only resistant to poison, so it's 22.
I'm not. Half damn.
22.
I'm at.
Oh no.
Wait, you said 22 or 40?
44 points
Yeah, I'm
of
taking-
poison damage.
Yeah, I'm taking the full brunt of it.
And as it releases well within, sitting in this small area as it begins to dissipate, you can see as it's going to continue circling around, waiting to either crop dust you all out or
Ugh,
force you to make a move,
we gotta go.
or force you to die here.
Are we fighting?
Well,
or
Citra's
fleeing?
at 19 because she never healed, so. We have to run.
Yeah, I'm
going to preemptively cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right.
Citra's gonna be ready to call her wings and bolt.
bro's gonna run as fast as fuck, boy.
Lohir is coughing, but he's also going to escape as well to the best of his ability.
All right. So, in a moment's notice, all of you will be taking a jump out of Lehman's hut as all of you begin to prepare the next run.
Yeah.
As the next minute passes.
She's gonna call upon her wings as soon as
Alright.
everyone's ready to run.
As it circles around once more, you can see as it backs up and the horse mouth begins to
Run!
as it pulls back and all of you bolt out of the hut and immediately move as all of you leave the hut along with oh, by the way, zombies are immune to poison damage, yes?
They are immune to poison.
Okay, so they'll be fine. As all of you begin to leave and the animated dead begin to kind of move its way out, it releases another breath of noxious gas as it fills the entire hut as all of you manage to just escape out. And now it will begin its hunt. But before that, that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode.
Oh shit.
That screech legit scared me.
Yeah, I work.
Excellent
I've
acting.
been practicing.
That was some grade A fear horror shit, man.
Oh yeah. Wait until you guys. Well, actually, I could show you all now.
We've seen it. It was in the Nightmare Realm.
Yeah, I show you all again.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
The stuff of nightmares.
Out of everyone here, only Siecha remembers what that thing is.
Yep. Alrighty. Well then, that being said, that's where we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's episode. Woo! And we'll be having you back dry next week for the epic conclusion.
Yes, indeed.
So that being said, that's where we're gonna go ahead and end tonight. We got some quick announcements to go through, and then we will call it here. So, first off, how are we all feeling?
Ow!
Yeah.
You try your best and you don't succeed.
It did hurt him.
Oh yeah, no, these things are nasty. So quick announcements to make before we head off. First off, I want to once again thank you, Dry, for stopping by and being our guest for a while.
Of course, it was fun.
Yeah. Also, quick announcements coming from me. First two things on the docket of my production schedule as of right now. I am currently working on How to Be an Adventurer, episode 13. Right now, it is in the hands of my audio editor, quite luckily, who is giving this a test run to see whether or not we can actually produce this a lot faster than usual. So I look forward to seeing where that goes. But that being noted, if you guys want to help support, right now is actually probably really important, mainly because it's the beginning of the new month, and also need money for what has been a very tumultuous time financially on my end. So to help continue producing this show and a lot of other things, if you guys want to donate to the Patreon, you're more than welcome to. If you want to donate here on the stream, or if Patreon or stream, there's always links down below, and I well and appreciate that. And on the second end of production, last night I have sent all my reference stuff to Blue for our Final Fantasy XIV Dark Knight video that will be coming out towards the end of September. It will probably be on a Friday because that's when I usually post. So if you guys are looking forward to that, please let me know. And speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, I have my usual streaming schedule again. I wasn't able to stream on Saturdays at this point, but Wednesdays and Fridays have become my usual streaming days now. I am back to playing, and quite luckily, I've been loving the new 6.2 patch so far. So if you're interested in coming by and watching me stream, Yaroshien is the name, and you know where to go. All right, and that's pretty much it for me. So, first and foremost, I guess, Blue, you're up.
Yeah, hello, it's me, Blue Casanati on Twitter. I play Cedra and technically Sov, but hi. Not much, as you heard. I am doing the artwork for ArcKnight, and boy, are you in for a surprise. It's gonna be so much fun. Other than that, unfortunately, my commissions are closed out for the time being, and I really don't have much going on besides that, except just keep an eye out for the ArcKnight video.
Yeah. Alrighty. And next up is Distortion Devil.
Hey, I'm Distortion Devil. People call me Connor. I play Salazar and sometimes Leodon. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Be sure to check out my DM's Guild, where I release 5th edition subclasses, including the Treasure Hunter Conclave for the Ranger, which is in production currently.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. All right. Next up, taking Desi's place tonight, unfortunately. Well, I go across the table generally. And next up is Dry. How you now?
Hey, hi, I'm Dry. You probably know me as Dry Guy or just Terrence Dry VA on Twitter. So, the only thing I have to plug is that if you'd like watching anime and you like anime dubs, you can hear my voice as one of the Walla characters in Henki Shoujo on Amazon Prime today. For all 5 episodes you can watch at $2.99, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. And then last but not least, my good friend Daito.
Yo, there's Daito and Dachi, aka Bro, the half orc samurai. So I will be streaming. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays this week. Going to need about 2 more weeks until I upload my regular content again. So, yep, that's it for me.
Alrighty. Nothing else pressing?
Nope, just that creature chasing us down.
All right.
Boy.
Oh, I got something good for you guys next week. All right. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with us. Remember, go out there, be safe, be kind, and as always, see you next Sunday. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
Have a good bye. All right. Oh, man, the madness. The madness.